Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. To this day.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. All right, guys. So the ending of this Badou Jack John Pascal fight, it just came to the last bell. Extremely exciting fight. Much respect to both of those guys. The winner has not been announced yet. The fight was nonstop action. Badou Jack, he fought a very disciplined, fundamentally sound fight. And John Pascal, he was extremely explosive throughout the fight, and he showed a lot of heart. Badou Jack was surgically dominating the fight against John Pascal in the fourth round. Well, he was dominating the fourth round, and John Pascal caught him with a vicious overhand right that sent him to the canvas, giving John Pascal that round. So back and forth to the fight, it was continuous action. And I noticed around like the end of the 9th round, early 10th round, John Pascal started to slow down a lot. A lot of the explosion that he had in the first half of the fight definitely was not there. But he stayed in the game, he stayed hungry, and he stayed consistent while Badou Jack stayed fundamentally sound. A lot of those mid to late rounds definitely went to Badou Jack, but it was a lot of moments where Badou Jack got hurt even after the knockdown. And the same for John Pascal as well. Extremely competitive fight. Now, going into the 12th round, it was Badou Jack that landed a clean straight right hand, and he repeated that right hand over and over again, taking Pascal to the corner. Pascal, he continued to clinch. It was a knockdown in the 12th round, and after that knockdown, John Pascal, he held on. He unleashed a lot of body shots on Badou Jack, keeping him from going down the second time in the 12th round. But, hey, man, it was a hell of a fight. I don't know who won this fight yet, but right now they're currently showing the replay. But very entertaining fight. Both of these guys, 36 years old, 37 years old, showing that they still have it. And even though the WBA super champions, Dimitri Bivol, and to my understanding, John Pascal already lost to Dimitri Bivol in the past. Whoever wins this fight should definitely get an opportunity to get a shot at that super WBA title again. If it's Badou Jack, his first opportunity at Dimitri Bivol, and if it's John Pascal, his second opportunity. Badou Jack, I mean, he impressed me. He had moments in this fight where it looked like he was coming up short, but he stayed disciplined. And John Pascal, it's a very strong guy. He, even at his advanced age of 37 years old, and a lot of the wars that he's been in, he showed that he got a lot of heart. And that overhand right, the same right hand that he used to dominate Marcus Brown, it definitely has a lot of pop in it. Just watching this fight, John Pascal, he definitely shows that he has a lot of similarities to Sean Porter. Sean Porter definitely seems like he's a lot more agile and he has more agility than John Pascal. He moves in a more fluid way. John Pascal seems like he moves a little bit more robotic, in my opinion. But when it comes to the overall explosion, and I just seen how in one of the rounds, John Pascal, he exploded out of the corner, attacking Badou Jack. And I love that type of energy. John Pascal, he wasn't about to stand in the middle of the ring and go jab for jab and try to outbox Badou Jack. He went in there with the game plan to outwill, outmuscle, and land just the more thudding, powerful shots. But it seemed like, even though it seemed like John Pascal was extremely, if he was well conditioned for this fight, he still like blew his wad later on in the fight. So I don't know what the judges are going to say. Yeah, they're still talking about it, so we'll see how it all plays out there. Keep showing the same damn replay over and over again. But, hey, man, congratulations to either one of those guys. The main event is about to come up. I truly believe, just based off of how competitive this fight was, the main event, I feel like this will steal the show from the main event. I mean, I don't doubt that the main event is going to end in a dramatic knockout for Tank. And even though this fight is going to the scorecards, just the level of competition for these guys, with them being in the same age group, with both of these guys suffering losses in the past, being knocked down before. Hey, man, to me, this fight definitely going to steal the show. Unless Gamboa is going to step up and give us something that we were not expecting, I definitely see this fight definitely stealing the show. I just want to know what's going to happen after the fact. They did have multiple clash of heads, and I know Badou Jack was definitely concerned about reopening that crazy gash that he has on his forehead. But thankfully, that did not happen, and they about to read the scorecards. They have a split decision. (114-112) for Badou Jack. (114-112) for John Pascal. Damn, John Pascal got the victory. Hey, man. Hey, give him credit. He was definitely he definitely showed a lot of dog in this fight, and maybe, well, clearly that's what the judges wanted. Badou Jack, I know he felt that he deserved the victory. It was an extremely close fight. It's just that particular judge was definitely more impressed with John Pascal's continuous relentlessness. He definitely maintained. He definitely stayed on the gas majority of the fight, and that's what ultimately got him the split decision victory. And that's just what it is. It's Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC, and let's get ready for this main event. I'm out.